What's up guys, Fox here, going to bring another 1 versus 1. This is going to be on the Modern Combat mod. As you can see here, the Chinese, yes the Chinese, playing by Dev, going to be up here in the north position. Down here in the south position, going to be played by one of the Modern Combat staff. I believe MC stands for Modern Combat. MClooner, going to be playing as the Americans. You can see his wonderful combat engineers. Going to go ahead and cap that munitions point. Before I get into this game though, this is for, I have a few announcements, but this is for the tournament that's going on. This is the semi-finals, and this is going to be game 3 of the series. And you're probably asking, where's game 1 and game 2? Well, I just casted game 1. It was an 11-minute game. Nothing really happened too exciting, so I don't think I'm gonna bother to process and upload that unless you guys really want it. I will keep it on my computer, so let me know if you guys want that or not. Also, game 2, now you're asking, what about game 2? I do not know how good game 2 was. It might have been a great game. I'm not sure. I didn't see anything posted about it. I just saw game 3 was a pretty good game here, and this is it. I just got time constraints here, and I just want to get a good game, push it out before my day starts. So I just go ahead and went with this game. So sorry if you for any like spoilers if some of you guys like to see the series from game 1 to game 3. But that's not going to be the case for this time. So now I'm going to go ahead and do my quick community shout out, as I always try to do in the beginning, so I can go ahead and interact with you guys. I've been getting a lot of comments lately. My viewership has started to shoot up so much, so I really appreciate it, guys. I'm going to go ahead with the first comment here. I believe it was with the 4 versus 4 game that I recently uploaded, and you guys seem to enjoy that a lot. And I'm glad. Bob7L says, hey, that was really enjoyable to watch. One suggestion is to try to keep the camera on the action most of the time. I guess when I talk, I tend to not move the camera too much, and I understand that. I have watched my own casts, and I've noticed, yeah, why am I not, focusing on that? And it's because I am talking. So I'm practicing on multitasking that a little bit better. As you can see, I'm trying to do that right now. So, one more comment here. I felt so sad when you said it was over. Great job. Absolutely love this. I subbed you from Bass and Electronics. Thank you very much. I do really appreciate it, especially when you guys subscribe. It makes me happy. Every morning, though, I check my phone, right? YouTube specifically for my Gmail. And if I see a Gmail little symbol at the top of my phone, I instantly know that it's from you guys either subscribing or commenting, and I read it every morning. It's like probably everyone's version of Facebook. I always check my YouTube. And then while everyone else checks their Facebook. So that's that. I think, yeah, I'm trying to think. Oh, yeah, of course, you guys haven't heard by the time this video is out, though. Company of Heroes 2 has been announced. So, yeah. Okay, so it's going to be featuring the Soviets, and then, yeah, that's pretty much all I know. There's an article out. Go ahead and check Game Replays. There's an article out for it. And then there's some PC Gamer UK scans out there. So go ahead and see that. Now I'm going to go jump on this game because this game's really starting to take off. We do have MClooner. MClooner, I'm not sure who he is skill-wise. I know he's part of the team. He has posted on the Game Replays forums. But as far as skill, I'm not sure where he's at. Obviously, if you can get to the semifinals, it's pretty damn good. And Dev, obviously a high-level player there. Level 16 plus, and we'll see how he decides to play it out here. He may lose some engineers here, though. I mean, hop into the building, but definitely because of these reinforcements on the way here from the militia. So you can see Lunar very wise here, going to go behind that building and using that green cover, and then Dev is going to go ahead and use it to his advantage and retreat those engineers. Swapping buildings right there. So is he going to keep his units here or decide to just mass retreat them? I don't see any reinforcements coming in from him. Yeah, he does decide just, hey, it's not worth the fight here. He's definitely a losing battle, so he's going to go ahead and retreat, and then Chinese are definitely going to take the top left-hand side. In the meantime, though, over on the right-hand side, Lunar is going to go ahead and take the right-hand side. And not too much going to go too much now. Looks like the map is somewhat kind of cut in half-ish in a way, so nothing too crazy from both units, or excuse me, both players here in the time being. No MGs though, but kind of interesting from our player here. I'm not sure what that symbol is. I'm not sure if that's a militia or an MG team, but the militia is kind of like the standard infantry, if you didn't know, if you're not familiar with this mod. And then combat engineers, that's not the standard infantry, it's just their combat engineers. They can hold their own ground, but really you want to start pumping out some riflemen, as you can see Lunar doing that right now. And you'll probably see some riflemen sooner or later here, and they can also be upgraded to get some AT4s or get the Not entirely sure what it's called. It's like a machine gun, I guess. Kind of like a light machine gun as the Grenadiers have, but the combat engineers as well, they can have shotguns, kind of like if you play Dawn of War 2, your scouts, Space Marines can have shotguns like that, so they do so much damage to against infantry. So here we go, we actually have the Chinese doing a nice little flank over here. Wow, a well-placed mine here, and I think he's going to hold us off with such ease. Dev, unfortunately, stepping into a mine, and then the top right here, obviously, guarded by this MG in the back, so great positioning here. Will he actually kill a unit? Yes, he does. So he comes out there killing the squad. You can see the push here was around this area, easily defended by MClooner, and now he's going to go ahead and start moving out and start capping, using that to his advantage. We have a little flank over here from our Chinese player, Dev, to try and get something, but I think he's going to lose that battle. They're in green cover, but we'll see how that goes on. And looks like just some stray units here. I think you really should retreat this. There's no reason to have them fighting right now. You should hold them back or go try to ninja cap and wait for the next battle, so when you do fight, you do have a fully reinforced unit. So it looks like he did manage to come out with one small victory over here on the right hand side there. So now he's already reinforced, but because he had these units, oh no, this is another unit over there. Because he had these units fighting earlier, now this attack is kind of gimped and he is forced out of there. Now he's waiting, but I should have done that earlier. So he does have a sniper out now on the field. You can see with this wonderful ghillie suit, it looks awesome. And that will definitely help against especially these MGs here that he hasn't been able to flank. Usually, you know, you want to attack from all sides, and he's been doing that, but has no luck. So the sniper should be able to help out quite a bit, especially scout out and hey, know where these MGs are at, and then see the ability to flank. Or when they adjust, you know, that would be the time to move in. So you can see the forward scouting by that sniper, and he's going to slowly kind of peek up here. Gonna go out of camo now, just get the speed bonus. But remember these mines here. So one shot going down with the MG. What he's going to do? He's going to pull that MG back, and then now the militia can move in if they decide to, or just go ahead and safely cap. But the sniper is so key here. He definitely cannot use it. Already up to 2 kills. So definitely going to shoo away these riflemen over here on the left hand side that are ninja capping. Oh no, he's actually going to go for the cap. Decides to just go ahead and move them and perhaps retreat him, or just try to pull all these units here on the left hand side if he is going to move them. Not sure where he's going actually. Probably just going to go back here and go ahead and reinforce from that building. As if you haven't noticed that already, the Americans can build outside their base as long as they have the territory connected to their HQ back home. So he's going to go ahead and get the mechanized headquarters, and not sure what that builds, to be completely honest. Obviously some sort of vehicles and some sort of tech that is some sort of better units. There you go, guys. And then vehicle workshop coming in from Dev, which is also some sort of vehicle, some sort of equipment that is some sort of better units. I apologize. I know you guys. I should know more about this game, but I don't. I haven't been able to play as much, so I'm kind of learning as we go along here. It's going to be the Humvee. Humvee is a little bit better than the Jeep. I don't think it can cap. And it's going to be pretty annoying. Yeah, it pretty much plays the role of a stronger Jeep. Just think of it like that from vanilla Company of Heroes terms here. And VPs are 470 to 471, 469 now from our American players. They're pretty rather same here. Does spot that mine placement though, and so he will know where that is if he decides. I think I did cancel it. Did see, hey, you did see where that was at. So I think though the Humvee, you know, obviously it's out to help counteract the sniper here, so he needs to be extra careful with it now. Knows that he could always bum rush in the middle of a fight, just run in there and kill off the sniper, and then he can start using his MGs pretty effectively. So looks like still not too much going on, just some ninja capping from both players here on the left hand side, right hand side. We may have a little engagement here going on. The sniper does take its shot and then retreats. This Humvee though is going to try and chase it, going in reverse. Talk about some skill there. It's down to halfway health, with down to 1/4 health. I don't see anything to really counter. We do have one vehicle though in the base of Dev, and it may be a little too late though, and I think one more shot. Yes, he will get it off. Now he needs to book it out of here before this guy kills it, and that will be a victory for him. Humvee gets stuck a little bit. We have a hot pursuit over here by the amphibious fighting vehicle, also known as ZBD-05. Oh, actually stepping on a mine here. that will definitely save the Humvee a little bit. I think he was trying to delay it from those infantry. Gets stuck again on a tree stump. Still trying to get it out of here. Still trying to swerve back and forth through all these trees. And it will finally get away. So the amphibious vehicle just a tad too slow there, but he's desperately trying to get some missile emplacement here to counter that attack. And I don't think, now you think about it, he doesn't have anything to counter it. So really, this is not exactly a safe zone for it, for anything here. And he is repairing that Humvee. I think he was trying to. No, he can't repair it now. He uses those engineers, and he does get the missile emplacement just up in time. So, good play by Lunar to get that up. Already like predicting that if he built that once the vehicle got here, some lower players would do that. It would be too late, and then game wouldn't have ended, but definitely could have turned the tables for him. So looks like that just using it to go ahead and start getting a little annoying here, but I think we'll see a potential push here pretty soon here. Both of his vehicles are on the field. His units are capping. They are kind of spread out though, infantry wise, kind of spread out here, just capping all around the area. And I think he's going to send both his vehicles here in the middle to try and prevent any sort of push, and then try to compromise with his infantry units. Going to go ahead and cap it on the left hand side. So we'll see how he does that, especially with this MG here. He's going to help out so much against infantry. It's going to be extra annoying. And then MClooner, though, because he doesn't have his sniper, he doesn't really have too much to counter that MG, and the only thing he needs to rely on is his micro and flanking. So still no counter against these guys. It's really what's biting him right now. The only counter he has, I think, oh yeah, he did just get a Javelin anti-tank team out here on the field. You can see a nice little Javelin. I can zoom in for you guys. That's pretty awesome, actually. So there you go. I actually haven't seen that fired yet, so I want to see how that looks like animation wise. Both the vehicles are sitting here in the middle. Looks like he is. I'm going to switch actually to MClooner here. Both looks like he's just reinforcing right now. All his units are coming out here, so we'll see a push very soon, which makes me wonder, where are Dev's units? He did have these two vehicles here in the middle, as I mentioned earlier. He does have the MG still sitting there, so as long as he doesn't get caught in the MG fire, I think he will be fine, be able to push Dev out of the middle here, especially because all of his units are on the left hand side here capping. So if he does lose the middle, it's kind of a trade-off in a way. Hopefully Lunar, though, moves out sooner enough here, sooner or later, but it doesn't look like he is kind of deciding to push the middle, kind of just scattering about over here on the right hand side, laying a few mines, and hasn't really decided to dedicate to a push. And really that kind of allows Dev to kind of cap the left hand side and build up his forces, and then put his units in the middle. And then you have a problem where you can't really, it's an even fight, and right now this is kind of a window of opportunity for Lunar, fortunately not getting too aggressive, to go ahead and push in the middle and take all those units. And yeah, definitely not aggressive enough, but now these vehicles are going to be so annoying. They are kind of in the water, so now's the time to kind of engage him if he can, but it looks like most of his units are here in the back, and really the only counter he has are the Javelin. Yeah, that's what he was waiting for, probably. One more Javelin unit, because you're really relying on taking out these on your anti-tank infantry from this push, and once you lose your one Javelin unit, then you're kind of done. Your push is kind of done, and these amphibious vehicles will just tear apart your units. So he's waiting for that second one, does have the second one out now, and actually they need to set up, so this will be kind of cool here. So they're set up, let's have the Javelin set up. Oh, that is so sexy. Fires up in the air and then hits the amphibious vehicle. Now it is forced back into the hands of those engineers, realizing, whoa guys, whoa, fires once again, and will it hit it? Is it coming down? Maybe it was fired on this one, actually. Yeah, you can see its health kind of knocked down a little bit low here. Gonna go over here so you guys can see the health viewing from Dev's view here. That's really cool though. Fired off once again. Where's it gonna hit? And I think, can it attack infantry? It looks like it tried to hit that sniper, and you can see the crater right behind it. Kind of scary, actually. But that was really impressive, guys. I was actually very pleased with that. So the sniper going to push back these Javelin units. Unfortunately, a little back, and I think we're going to have a little bit of skirmish. Oh, this is so Chinese right here. They are all upgraded with their, I'm not sure what gun that is. I don't think it's an AK, though. It might be an AK. Yeah, it looks like an AK, but very obviously going to be anti-infantry heavy here. Mixed with those vehicles. Ooh, getting a nice mortar shot on that sniper. Now knocked down to half health. And here running, though, they are clumped up, so they're going to run straight into that MG fire. The javelin's trying to set up, but down to one more guy. The sniper is definitely going to take it out if he does not move it, and oh, he does lose it, unfortunately. So now nothing to counter this vehicle here, so the amphibious vehicle is just going to knock out the MG, and 1-3 knocks it out. Everything's free reign here. This is what is shooting those mortar shells. That's what he needs to do now. The MG is going to try to stay there as long as possible, and then he's going to keep trying to just shell this area. Try to keep his Chinese opponent pinned, because once he gets out of there, he's done for and he knows for it. So yeah, he's pinned. Now he's going to move in with his shotguns. MG gets remanned and pushes out. He manages to hold the line here from the Chinese onslaught. And Lunar holding the line there. Dev unfortunately has to retreat. He's not in a full retreat though, so Lunar does have to be wary of these amphibious vehicles sitting here, as well as the MG. If he gets too cocky, gets a little too excited, he's going to run to the MG fire, and he's going to pick off by the vehicles. And yeah, you can see that's already happening. So that's definitely going to stop any sort of advantage from capping here. Javelin's going off once again, hitting the amphibious vehicle. I think he's going to try to use an AT4 ability here, and yes, he does. One more shot will take it out. It does pull back, though. You got to wait for the cooldown, and I think they'll officially push Devm out of the middle here, and he will be able to capitalize on that middle VP. Nice fight by both players. That's so cool. Just to see the javelins and stuff being popped off. Javelin once again. And I wonder if he can target fire. It kind of looks like he's trying to do that. Or no, he's actually trying to counter out the sniper. The sniper's been picking away off his units capping the middle here. And unfortunately, oh wow, almost hitting the sniper once again. And now it is going to be out there. I'm going to try to counter it, but no, that's not going to happen. Chinese units are now coming out here. Lunar does realize that, and he is going to back off. So unfortunately for Lunar though, he has not managed to take out these two amphibious vehicles. He's been very close, but they're going to be fully repaired by the time this next attack happens. And one's up to 3 kills, one's up to 5, and then we also have a rocket system here. Go ahead and get a fire here in the middle, kind of like a Calliope. Obviously, you can kind of think of that. And what's he going to hit? If he hits this mine, that'll be huge, and it'll be a lot of damage. Oh, and he hits the mine. Actually, no, he didn't hit the mine. He just a lot of destruction. Sorry, I got a little excited, guys. And lots of damage there. It almost even damaged the mortar, and it has a damaged engine. So now the amphibious vehicles can chase it down if he decides to do it. Meantime, on the left-hand side, though, just FYI, the Chinese have managed to cap the left, and then also the right-hand side. So really, Dev coming out here on top. Looks like the Americans have been pushed back, so going to go ahead and switch to the Americans, see where he's at reinforcement wise. He is reinforcing right here from his base. He cannot lose this infantry barracks. It's kind of forward here, especially with that TOW missile emplacement. Will definitely help against, kind of prevents any sort of push right now from these vehicles. But remember, he has the multiple rocket launch system. He will be able to fire into this area here where he's reinforcing. Well, this is such a juicy spot to hit. You have a mortar, you have the barracks, you have the emplacement, and you have a ton of infantry. So is he going to go ahead and do that? Oh wow, lots of damage going on right there. Remember, he has 5 CPs though, so something crazy can pop out any given moment when he decides to use that. He hasn't picked the command tree just yet. I know there's an Abrams tank in like 2 of these trees, and it's just very impressive how cool it was. So I'm hoping he gets the Abrams tank, just because I'm not sure how well that will help him. I'm sure it'll help him a little bit here, quite a bit actually if he does, but I don't know how many CPs and all that, so just disregard that. I'm just saying how awesome the tank looks in this mod. So amphibious vehicle once again. Let's get a good view of the attack map here. Looks like both just going to have a little bit of skirmishing here, trying to prevent from each other from capping each other's units here, but no certain big push from either players just yet. VPs are 4-1 to 363, and oh dude, he actually took out the sniper. I didn't even notice, but the camera did notice, so you guys should have saw that. So he did manage to take out the sniper with that Humvee, unfortunately. And wow, actually, the Humvee just kind of poking in there. Amphibious vehicle is not able to take that out. So for some reason, my FPS, apologize, is like stuck on 12. I don't know why 12. There's gonna be a little jump in the video here. I'm just kind of reset it, see, hopefully it gets out of that. Alright guys, I'm back. So it looks like, yeah, my FPS is somewhat better here. And lots of destruction here from the rocket barrage system. Not sure what it took out here. Looks like it took out an infantry squad. And that was pretty much point blank right there. And now wow, so much damage done by the Chinese, and now the Americans are pushed back once again. Really, it's mortar half track, up to 9 kills though, so that is definitely going to help quite a bit here, and go ahead and try and counteract these militia. And yeah, it does get somewhat hits, but hasn't had any amazing luck here like this rocket system has. It is up to 7 kills, but still nothing too crazy from the mortar half track. So gonna lay down a lot of mines though. So he is, any push that comes, the Chinese is going to have to really fight for it, and I think he definitely can't put the nail in the coffin. Definitely don't count MClooner out of this fight just yet, and once again, my FPS is getting ridiculous here. So he has overwhelming firepower. He has to manage to pick a command tree, and he has picked, I'm not sure what he picked, not too familiar with the command trees, but overwhelming firepower says boosts the fire rate and suppression resistance of all infantry units, but reduces their accuracy. So I think that's really just to suppress all your units, guys. Just really suppress when he does his push. I believe when he activates that, what it's pretty much saying is that he'll be able to suppress. It's like kind of like a mass wide version of your suppression ability from the bars. I'm gonna guess that's what it sounds like. So we'll see how that, if that will work. It will work so well when that push comes. He'll pop this ability, and then he'll use his mortar half track and the guys with shotguns to move in, and I think that's what he's going to try to plan and do. So we'll see if how that turns out, if that works, and if I'm right. So right now though, looks like we have it firing off once again here in the middle. What is it going to hit? Is it going to try to counter that half track, as well as his javelin team? Mortar half track actually taking quite a bit of beating there. It kind of tickled it. So pretty well good. Those tax dollars working on that American armor there. Manages to hold out. Looks like, although he is going to try to go for the middle VP, the MG team is there, but I think we'll at least get the decap. And then remember, the mortar half track is countering this MG team in the time being. You just saw a shell land there, and no, he will not be able to cap it. Let's get the decap. So now looks like we have a second squad trying to get a move in here, but the amphibious vehicles are moving in. Do we have? Oh, hits the mine. Unfortunately, we do have a sniper actually out from MClooner. I haven't realized that, but what is there to counter these vehicles? We do have the javelin team set up here in the back. One is very low. Oh no, he loses the sniper. So unfortunately, it does get the cap in the middle, but losing the sniper is huge. It's just so, I believe it's probably just as expensive as vanilla Company of Heroes there. World War II Company of Heroes. So one very down low in health. Is he going to try to go in for the kill though? The javelin team does have to set up before it fires, so he can't just run in there and go ahead and do something. But these riflemen can. These riflemen can use the AT-4 ability, which is kind of like a Panzerfaust ability from their Volksgrenadiers. It does cost a few munitions, but that pretty much a guaranteed kill here if he does. But it doesn't look like he will. I don't think you realize that. How low health it was. So it looks like we have a lot of vehicles coming out from our Chinese player here. If you can look on the minimap, actually I'll bring it up on the TAC. We got 1, 2 amphibious. Oh my gosh, we have a tank out from Dev, a main battle tank. What do we have to counter that from our MClooner besides his javelins? I think all he has is javelins and AT-4, so he's going to need so much firepower on that tank, but you know, you have all these other vehicles to deal with as well. So yeah, he does realize, oh my goodness, the tank is out here, gonna pull back his units. What is he gonna build? Is he gonna build some sort of, is there some sort of emplacement that can counter it? I'm not too sure. Does he bring his javelin team over here on the right hand side, kind of consolidating his units, realizing he's going to need so much firepower to deal with this, and he's laying a lot of mines. That's what he needs. There's a mine here, a mine here, and a mine here. I think, to be honest, that will be enough, as vehicles do take roads as priority just to get that speed bonus by default, unless you mark them out there. And here's a road. Here's already one kind of set up in the path. We do have, before the attack's going to happen, artillery going down. He's going to take out the MG. That'd be huge if he does take it out, and then that will kind of allow a lot of breathing room for the infantry to start dealing with his anti-infantry. But here in the back, though, the bulk of his army did not take any hits. Hopefully he goes back and reinforces that. Down to 2 guys there. I think it's 3 or 4 guys total for that squad. Looks like we'll see here sooner or later. He's floating quite a bit of manpower, and yes, he does, going up to 4 guys now. So they're going to fully reinforce that. Looks like the main battle tank hasn't decided to move in yet, if I can find it. And no, I cannot find it actually. I'm not sure where it's actually at. There it is. I'm not sure why it's back there, to be honest. It's not like damaged or anything. Maybe it had to get repaired, but I don't think anything hit it. So it looks like we have quite a bit of an infantry fight here. Could escalate to a full-on battle. You can see he's starting to bring in some amphibious vehicles here, and he has one over here in the back supporting him. So I think that should push the edge over for the Chinese to go ahead and win out onto that fight. and the javelin units are actually out of position right now. And if he brings them over to the right hand side, and then not that tank, oh, that tank keeps fooling me, and brings in his vehicle, his tank and amphibious vehicle from the left hand side, he's going to be somewhat a little bit in trouble. But remember, he has that missile emplacement next to his infantry half track there. So javelins, where are they at? Where are they at? They are coming. They are coming over here. There's one over there. It does set one. One fires. Let's go ahead and hit that. And the main battle tank is over here. It is stuck in the water though. So if it does take a lot of damage, he is going to be in a lot of trouble. And yeah, he is backing it up now. Wise choice. He does manage to take out. Oh no, I think he will be able to get one vehicle here. He runs out all the infantry minus MGT team. Hero MG team here, as well as the rocket barrage. So he does take out one vehicle, and kind of both players coming out here on top. So much destruction. So much destruction. And not sure who came out on top there. He killed, I think, maybe the Americans slightly, but he did not manage to get the territory over on the right hand side, still in Chinese favor. So a pretty well even fight there between both players, and actually that's what it was, multiple launch system from the Chinese. So it was not this cute little thing, it was definitely this. So that's where all that destruction came. In the meantime though, it looks like he was trying to move in here, pull a Wehrmacht versus British, where the flamethrowers just take out this emplacement. Generally just good against vehicles, but looks like the MG team was there to back them up and did manage to prevent that. So looks like we have a little bit of veterancy for Dev onto that amphibious vehicle, and right now just a little lull. So both players taking both huge slugs at each other. Both players are going to go ahead and start reinforcing their units before the next push here. And we actually have another one coming out here. So we is it a striker? I think it's I got the name wrong last time, apologize. In the Modern Combat preview I mixed up striker with some other name, and well when it comes out I think it's good against I gotta think here. I think it's anti-infantry, not infantry, anti-vehicle type. Yeah, it's anti-vehicle, and we'll see when it comes out here. But I'm pretty sure it is to counteract these amphibious fighting vehicles, especially that tank as well. And then paired up with the javelins, I think he should be a more well-rounded force to go ahead and get against these guys here. So I think we hear some more artillery going off, and I thought I did. I don't know. I hope. Oh yes, it did. Over here in the holy mines. Holy mines, Dev. Man, you really want to defend that. Imagine if he hit these mines and would have went off, would have instantly killed these. But wow, holy crap! I've never seen so many mines in one spot. It's I think that'd be counteractive, wouldn't it? If it hit one of those mines, the rest would kind of daisy chain and would all blow up at once. So he is Chinese moving here on the right hand side, kind of putting the pressure on the Americans. VPs are 243 to 351 right now, and they are just about to favor Dev, the wonderful Chinese player. So yeah, striker mobile gun system, that's what it is. So it is now out here on the field, has obviously great range, and still the US player kind of pushed back here in this general area. Hasn't been able to make too many leaps and bounds though. Has managed to get this VP once in a while, and actually, okay, I thought he left his units here. So once again, we have some more artillery going off here in the middle, and he needs to retreat these guys. They do have the shotgun upgrade. Oh, he actually survives that, but those flamethrowers would have killed it, and he now is going to book it out of there. And I keep thinking this tank is active. This is, I wish it would show like it on fire or something, because I keep thinking it's a real tank. And the real, it actually has, no, see, once again, I thought he had two tanks, but this is another one that fooled me. This is the real tank, so I wish they're both on fire or something. And more artillery coming in here, and this is kind of looks like a British plus Wehrmacht, where the British kind of hunker down a little bit, and then with emplacement and just get pummeled down. But really, I don't want to compare them to the British, because the British opposing fronts was kind of a fail in design for Company Fury's game. But anyway, still some more skirmishing here in the middle. Mortar half-track still alive, up to 15 kills here, and definitely paying for itself. You need some indirect fire against, especially when the Chinese have these rocket systems back here in the back. Actually managed to knock out that main battle tank down to half health, down to 1/4. The striker vehicle will be able to take it out though. He does not have as much armor here, and then the Chinese are moving in here to start counteracting these guys, but there is an MG set up here. Fortunately, is firing on the left hand side here and does see that window, and now everything's kind of open here. The only thing here is a rifleman with these upgrades, but they're all so low on health, so if you can focus fire one of these guys, he will be able to take one out, but no, he does not, and will be able to book out of there. So, but though this is such a juicy spot for any target artillery, and will we see any? Yes, I called it. Artillery coming down here on this section. Will he be able to take it out? It looks like he does manage to take out an infantry squad, and I think they also had an upgrade, but at least it did drop, so you can go back and pick it up. But overall, you do not want to lose squads in general. So we actually have an Abrams tank. We have an Abrams tank coming out on the field. You can see it was called, and where is it at? Yes, we do. So we're gonna have some heavy fighting here between battle of the tanks. So here it is. We also have the main battle tank over here. They are facing off here in the middle. We do have some support though from the amphibious fighting vehicle. Not sure how much damage it does against tanks. Doesn't look like it does too much, but at the same time we have the missile emplacement here doing so much damage as well, and the tank just shooing away everything here in the middle, and I don't know what he's gonna kill here. There's so much opportunity. Takes out the middle with the support of that mortar half track. So now is he gonna go in? Is that a real tank? Yes, it is. So we got 2 main battle tanks here from Dev and 1 Abrams. I think you only can have 1 Abrams tank on the field though. Actually, I can double check right here. You only can have 1 on the field, but you can always rebuild it, so it's not a one-time thing like the King Tiger. And is already up to 3 kills, almost taking out, like almost single-handedly took the middle from Dev here and pushed him out here. Not took the middle, but pushed him out just a little bit. But he needs to be wary. There are 2 big tanks here on the field, and he does have a lot of artillery, so it's not an all-winning tank from Lunar, but it's just so sexy. And this is gonna push out though. He's gonna start pushing out a lot of units. He's gonna gain a lot of terror, and this is what he needs. But he definitely needs to support it with his infantry here. He doesn't not have a lot of infantry on the field. He has 2 guys here, but they're javelin units here. He needs some anti-infantry to start. Just to deal with just a little anti-infantry, not too much, because the main backbone of the Chinese forces right now are these vehicles, and he needs to counter those with his javelin units here. You can see he has a shotgun moving him. So now looks like they are going to try to take out the Abrams. Where are the javelin units? He needs some support, as awesome as this tank is. And here comes the fight, and keep an eye on that mini-map. You can see 2 dots here. I guarantee those are javelin units. I do not want to take it off here. The health for the Abrams tank is about 1/4 down. And you can see the ping, you can hear the ping going off of this armor. It's just absolutely amazing. There it goes off again. And it is down to 1/4 health. Unfortunately, javelin units now have set up, and they're firing away at one of these tanks. Which tank? They're going for that main battle tank over here. Destroyed engine. Unfortunately, that was his own mine, and unfortunately getting set off there. Artillery now coming in here. Will it have some friendly fire damage though onto that tank? And actually counteracting both these javelins. Javelins just have to get out. There's no point in keeping them. He loses both of them. Oh no! And I think this may be a GG from Lunar, unfortunately, going out here in a bang. He is building one more strike here. Oh, the Abrams. Talk about bang. The Abrams has gone down, guys. And now the Chinese are overrunning the Americans here. Over here on the left-hand side, the Hero MG trying to hold out as long as possible, but unfortunately these vehicles are going to mop it up here. The tank is very low on health, but when you got nothing to counter it, there's nothing's going to kill it. And now he's losing his vehicle. He actually could reman this vehicle here, and Lunar says GG, well played, got beat by in his own game. Just kidding. And a very enjoyable game, so much destruction. I honestly think this is how the British faction should have kind of been designed, the way the US was designed. A little more mobile and a little more emplacements, but not so defensive to where it just blobs up. But that's just my thought, you know, just very well made mod. I can't believe all wins were by PLA, says MClooner, so maybe there's a little imbalance. I don't know, but I haven't seen any other games. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was very interesting. And GG bye from Dev. So that does end the game. VP 61-351. Chinese have taken it, so that will allow Dev to go on to the finals, and I will go ahead and cast that game. I'm not sure if this is a live cast, so hopefully a lot of you guys haven't seen it just for the sake of viewership. But I'll see you guys next time.